Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for May the 30th through to June the 5th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you so much for your positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to you. We start with the Queen of Swords. So now, the Queen of Swords, well, she's kind of like the mom in the deck, in my opinion. Okay, how you raise your children. You know, think about how you would raise a child if you have children and you know that you would do anything to protect them, to allow them to grow into the beautiful human beings they are to grow into. And you are going to do everything in your power to make sure that they grow and mature and become exactly as they should be. And so we need to be the moms of our dreams, our desires. We cannot let people pull us off our path this week, and we are not going to allow that. There is a strength in us, a determination to go forward this week. Absolutely. Now we have the Four of Wands crossing over the Two of Swords, so there may be a decision that has to be made this week, and it is, well, it might be about the home. It might be about family and home, absolutely. Okay, now this is the marriage proposal card. This is a lot about your security, your well-being. But, you know, the first thing I got was home. You know, we've got those four wands in the ground, a little canopy over top. I mean, it doesn't look like much right now, but it will be something one day. And so we are making decisions on how to change probably our home life. It could be our security. I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, the job ends up being our home away from home. So it could be work related still for some of you, but I think the majority of you, it's your actual living space. It's the people that are involved in your life and how to change it into what you want it to be, what you want it to represent when it comes to home, when it comes to security. You're really going to have to follow your intuition on any decisions that you do make, your higher wisdom. It's not necessarily what you can see, what is immediately in front of you is going to, it's not going to give you your best clues in how to approach the situation. It's going to be your intuition, it's going to be your higher wisdom. So you may want to pray or meditate or just get alone with your thoughts a little bit on how to present your feelings. Okay, and if you live it alone, then, you know, you don't really need to have the conversation with anybody but yourself on how you are going to change things for the better in your home structure, in maybe what it looks like. Maybe you are thinking of moving. You know, this could come across so many different ways. Maybe it's time to redecorate. Maybe it's time to give it a new splash of color. So for each of you, it will probably manifest a little differently. I would think with the couple there in the front, it is about being secure within the relationships for the most part, but not necessarily for everybody. The Eight of Pentacles, it's a hard work week. But we are also looking at how to perfect ourselves. Perfect what we do, what we are creating, how we want to manifest the things going forward in our life. We are looking at being bigger and better and more beautiful in everything that we do. Okay, so not only is it a hard work week for us, but we are also looking at improving, of giving it our all, of being the best we can be. For our underlining energy, we have the Three of Wands. So yes, there is a beautiful, expansive path opening up to us, and we are being aligned by God, our angels, our spirit guides, the universe, to set us in front of this beautiful path. So everything that happens to you this week, good, bad, and ugly, know that it is to put you in front of this path of well-being, of purpose, of abundance, of joy, of happiness. For our overriding energy, we have the Six of Cups. Now, first and foremost, love yourself. Okay, that is probably, you know, the loudest part of this card, but also with it comes this wisdom that we need to attach ourselves to. And the wisdom is from something that we have already walked through in the past. So you could be more reminiscent this week. You could have those deja vu moments. Your past could show up on your doorstep. You never know how this is going to play out, especially since it is the overriding energy. Many times I don't think it's going to actually be a person or a situation from your past, but it very well could be when it's your overriding. Now, it's not to, I mean, you can walk down the street and see somebody who reminds you of somebody that you knew 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 20 or 40 years ago, and it brings you back to that point in time. So however this transpires for you, know that it is not asking you to relive the hurt or the pain or the chaos, but rather it is asking you to watch the lesson that you walked through and see the wisdom that you took away from it, because that wisdom is going to be paramount in your path forward. Now, I would think sooner rather than later for where the card is in the reading. So something that you've already walked through. And remember, it's not a time to beat yourself up over something, you know, when we are in the moment, we never, ever, ever, ever choose the path that is going to hurt us the most. Never. It can't be. We can't self-destruct like that. But hindsight is 20/20. So many times we think that we're making the right choice, and then years later we look back and we go, well, why didn't I do this? Or why didn't I think of doing that? Okay, that's your wisdom kicking in. That's your wisdom of what you took away from that experience, so that the next time it comes around, you have those options as well as the options that you already had. So it is attaching yourself to the wisdom of the moment, of the lesson that you went through, in order to incorporate it into your path forward. It may be the way you allowed somebody to treat you in a relationship. It may be that you gave so much to a job and then they just gave you the pink slip anyways. You know, there's all kinds of ways that this could transform into your life as being wisdom that you need to attach onto. So, I mean, pay close attention to the things that are put in your path right now that bring you to a past moment in time, because the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides really wants you to attach to that moment of wisdom that you gained from that experience so that you can use it on your path forward. We have the Two of Cups. So this could be new relationships, brand new people coming into your life. This could be new opportunities opening up to you, new partnerships opening up to you. Expect new beginnings, okay? And we do have the new moon in Gemini. This could be communication with new people, leading to new adventures, new opportunities, new relationships. It's communication, and Gemini is the fish. It's the twins, right? So you might meet your soulmate from across the room. Your eyes meet, and it's like, I've known you all my life. Who are you? So, and that's not always in a love situation either. It could be your next business partner. It could be your next boss. It could be your next coworker. It could be your next door neighbor. But new people definitely coming into your life, new opportunities coming into your life. And I mean, that is a lot of the new moon energy, is releasing things from the past in order for new to begin. We have the Emperor. So, you know, you're very strong, okay? You're very strong. You're very, you know, the Emperor doesn't hope that his plan will work out. He doesn't hope that things will all work out and the plan will be successful and that thing just may be manifested in the life, in his kingdom. He knows it's going to work out. He expects it to work out. He looks at his resources. He looks at the people that surround him. He makes the plan. He includes what he needs as far as resources and people into his plan for it to be successful. He doesn't hope to be successful. He knows he's going to be successful. So you have to know you are going to be successful. So long as you plan it out. So long as you tap into the resources that are around you. The people that are around you. And this is a beautiful card in the placement, because this is a strong empowerment right now in your life. In your path forward. So long as you are diligently looking at the plan and putting the plan together, seeing where, you know, the blind spots are, seeing where we need a plan B just in case, seeing the resources that you can incorporate into your plan, you're going to be successful. For the weekend, going into next week, we have the Queen of Cups. It's the beauty of who you are. People see that beauty. I mean, this is where you go for the bank loan, and they don't give you the bank loan based solely on the paper in front of them with the figures and the amounts. They go on your personality, on the beauty of who you are, the special person you are. This is the humanitarian coming out in you. This is you helping others on the path. And in turn, it helps you on your path. Now, it's coupled with the Moon and the Ace of Swords. So by you being the beautiful person that you are, and please find that inside of you, because we have the Moon there saying just that. Realize the magnificence of who you are, the strength, the empowerment of what lays under that skin and bones, your soul, your heart, your voice. I would strongly suggest a chakra meditation at least one point during the week, if not each day, to clear out any negativity, any limitations, any dark corners that you hold within you. Okay, and if you don't know what a chakra meditation is, CHAKRA, type it into the YouTube search bar. You'll get 1,001 videos. You'll have to go through a couple of them probably to match your personality or match your time restraints, but find one that works for you and release some of that negativity. Clear yourself, balance yourself, center yourself. Absolutely. You know, there is a new path opening up to you. The aha moments will come to you. The epiphanies will come to you. And actually, you could actually be doing some of your plan going forward here. So we want to be balanced. We want to be centered so that we are strong and powerful going forward. But this is a new plan of action opening up to you. You could also be, we did have the Four of Wands there for negotiations. You know, this could be where you have that conversation with somebody where, you know, I'll give here, I need to take here. I won't compromise on this at all. It's those kinds of negotiations that come into play right now in order to go forward. Okay, you setting the stage for how you are going forward in your path. For love, relationships, we have the King of Swords. This is a very strong energy. Okay, and since I was talking about the home and the house and making decisions and whatnot, you come across a lot more powerful than you mean to. Okay, this is where we can burn bridges. This is where we can ruffle feathers. We are so focused on our path forward. And this is in love. And so what we demand in love, that without realizing it, and Sag, you can be kind of blunt at times, you know that. You say what's on your mind, and, you know, I think one of your sayings that you should have on a t-shirt is, if the truth hurts, change it. So, you know, you might be a little bit overly truthful with somebody and really hurt them, really devastate them in some way with this kind of energy. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but that could be one way this energy comes across, because you are very strong and demanding in what you want in love, in relationships. And so sometimes, you know, you're thinking it has to be this way, and so you state it that way, not realizing that you've mortally wounded the other person by saying that to them. And there's a lot of different ways that you can approach different subjects and different conversations, so think about your words, choose them wisely, so that you are not ruffling feathers, that you are not burning bridges, that you are growing that person to the desired result and the desired agreement that you want and need within relationships. You're very powerful here. You're very demanding here. You're very focused on what needs to be in place. And I'm not saying you're wrong at all. You're probably very right. The only problem lays in your delivery of how you go about expressing your needs and concerns and wants and desires within relationships. New relationships, that could actually happen in a work atmosphere for some of you. But we have the Two of Cups there. When we have the Two of Cups, yes, we have the marriage and proposal card. So you could meet somebody that, hey, pops the question in less than 30 days. Who knows? Magic is, our love is a magical thing, and it can happen and manifest in many ways at any time. So, yes, but you know what? You are very powerful in what you want. So you're not going to be very forgiving to most people if they go against your grain, go against your values. I think you will cut your losses very quickly on somebody new when it comes to your viewpoint of what needs to be within a relationship. So just be aware of that energy. It's pretty strong. For work, career, we have the Ten of Cups, and you're happily ever after. And so that's why I said, it could be at work that you meet that somebody. Because here's your happily ever after. And of course, everything stems from love, right? So how can you have a happily ever after if it doesn't include love in some way or form? You really, and I already said it with the Emperor card, you're very strong, you're very decisive, you are making a plan, and so long as you are making that plan diligently, the world is essentially your oyster. The stars, the sky is the limit. Just dream big, go after what you want, be strong in your desires, and you will get repaid tenfold for anything that you put forward. This is your happily ever after. So what is your passion? What are your dreams? This is the time when you really need to look at how you want to go forward. I mean, if it's money and finances here, I mean, this could be a big cash win, a cash settlement, an insurance payout. This could be a large court win for you if that is something that is already in your path. For most of you, it's raising the bar on what you do and what you do well and working hard in order to achieve it. But the rainbow sits directly over you. It is your happily ever after. So right now you are in the perfect position to move forward in the way that you want, in career, in your happiness and joy in the workplace and finances. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.